And we're back. So, in the last episode, we did a lot of consolidation. We took back Antioch from the rebels, and now it's securely under our control. And we also got to the next stage of the reforms here, which was building the seat of power in Armavir, our capital. And this is the maximum government building we can build in Armavir, the seat of power. And yeah, that's really good. So the next stage of these reforms is getting to the point where I can upgrade the governments in all of the other provinces, which will then make me become an Eastern imperial power instead of an Eastern tribal power. So if we take a look now, we are still Eastern tribal. But in any case, yeah, things are looking pretty good. All that's left to do, really, is go after the Seleucids. So let's prepare to do that. We just took Ankara. Ankara's ours. What I'm hoping to do is take Sinop and then go after the Seleucids. And then I'll consider this campaign pretty much complete, since I don't want to spend too many episodes conquering just every edge of the map. So let's see what I can construct here. So now I have access to siege engines, which is nice. Torsion catapults and bolt shooters, which is nice. It's not bad. And as you can see, I still don't have... there are a few units in the capital that I can't recruit. For example, if I go to Samosata, I can recruit the Armenian Royal Guard unit, which is very good. But he doesn't seem to be available in Armavir, my capital, which is unfortunate, but I think perhaps it might be intentional. But in any case, I've got a bunch of generals in the capital here. So I've got to get my generals together. And my king is here somewhere. Yeah, there's the king with his authority. And if I'm not mistaken, in EB1, Armenia, once it gets its imperial reforms, the general's bodyguard upgrades to a nasty cataphract, the strongest cataphract in the game. It's I think the Saka cataphracts are a little better, but it's one of the strongest cataphracts in the game. But in EB2, it doesn't seem like this unit changes. But in any case, that's okay. So we've got some nice troops here. Let's get a couple of these generals together with the king. So we'll have a very strong cataphract force in this army. I'm going to send the Hippeus to Trapezis to retrain. I'm going to send these Cappadocians to retrain in Anikamach. One of these Iranian cavalry units cannot retrain in Anikamach, so I think I can retrain him in Trapezis. Yes, I can. That's very good. And yeah, that's looking good. So I've got some decent infantry here in Samosata. I'm going to send them to the king. I'm going to make a really strong royal army. And this royal army is going to catapult me to victory against the Seleucids. And I think since I'm close to Edessa here already, I'll use this army against Edessa. But in any case, I have to retrain these troops here. So Regalin, go to Samosata. And Colchians, you go to Kutaisi. And in Amasya, what else needs retraining? The Armenian spearmen need retraining, so I will send these guys. Actually, Amasya needs to finish its government. So I'll let Amasya finish its government and then do that. The Galatians are rebelling. But I think I have a strong enough force in Galatia to prevent that from being a major problem. I have some more Iranian cavalry for the king. There we go. And Tarsus actually has 2 governors here. So you know what? Oh, hold on. Yeah, tiny Epirus army is blocking me there. Whatever. Oh, I have some Hellenic light lancers available in Antioch. So these guys are not bad. They're fast. They're fast like the Iranian cavalry and the Cappadocian cav, but they have a better charge bonus because they're lancers, and their defense is a little worse. So that's nice. I think I'll recruit one. I don't need a Contistai. I'll recruit one of those guys. Oh, and I also have a Thureophoroi because of the Hellenistic Thureos reform, so the shield reform. And that reform, of course, applies to all these Hellenistic units. And these Euxenoi, the medium skirmishers, also become available due to that, and Cretan archers as well. So you know what? I'm just going to recruit everything that's nice in Antioch, and I will use them. And I should make a port in Antioch as well, for economic purposes. And you know what? The king needs his royal guard. So things are looking nice. And some more horse archers and more cavalry for the king. So the king needs some infantry now. So I will recruit the royal guard. And it seems like the Galatians are good, but I like the Acadians a little more. But I have to retrain some Acadians, so I'll recruit some Galatians. The Galatians are good. They're fine. Not a problem there. Okay. So things are looking good. Let's end the turn. I think I have to upgrade my economy a bit more in certain areas before declaring this war. Because the Seleucids are definitely... they're scripted to have a big counterattack here once I break the tribute agreement. So I have to think about this for a little bit. In my test campaigns, because test campaigns in EB2 take a long time. Okay, fine. This is the last time I'm going to pay that. But yeah, so in EB2, test campaigns take a long time because, you know, EB is so big. EB is so big that it takes a long time to do these tests. So I don't... sometimes, if the reforms process is really long and involved, like the Armenian one, I don't get a chance to do everything possible. And I actually haven't betrayed the Seleucids before, so let's give it a shot. So let's join up these infantrymen with the king. So now the king has a pretty nice assortment of cavalry and infantry. Can I retrain him? Yes, I can. And you know what? This guy is not the governor. But actually, it seems like he's a, he's an infantry general. But actually, that's exactly what we need. We need some crack infantry troops. So I'm going to send these Medians back to Gazaka to retrain. Yeah, this is not my territory. But whatever, you can move through the Seleucid territory. Some enemy rebels there. So I have a general here. Not the best general. But if I join him up with these guys... these guys... Colchis. Yeah, I'm gonna join him up with these guys. And he'll perhaps be able to clear out these rebels. Let's move this guy back. I wanted to make a watchtower, but I can't. It's okay. I'll do it next turn. And other than that, we're making the small granary in Armavid, which will import a lot of food into the capital, which is what I want, because I want the capital to be even more upgraded. And actually, let me check just one other thing here. So the administration is fully upgraded, which is good. But I believe... Yeah, military colonization. I have not upgraded the military colonies here. And I think... Yeah, I get access to Sarmatian cavalry, which is interesting. But yeah, I guess I don't get the royal guards here in the capital. I suppose it's because for the Yervanduni in this period, the royal cities were kind of in Sopene. So, yeah, perhaps that's why. But in any case, let's... everything seems to be in order. Amasian public order is not great just yet. But, let's see. Can I upgrade my taxes here? I don't want to. Not just yet. It would be really good if I upgraded my mine in Armavid, because that's a lot of money. But let's keep going. So I'm glad that people are enjoying the guides I've been making for EB2. I know EB in general can be a little overwhelming for a new player at first, especially if you're not that familiar with the period, or if you're not that familiar with certain geographic regions. So I'm glad that those guide videos are helping people out. I know there are some things I gloss over, like when I talked about the Sakarauka, I kind of glossed over a couple of things. For example, the fact that since they're nomads, you can, if you end the turn in enemy territory, they start raiding and giving you a little boost to your economy. They're not meant to be comprehensive guides. They're like early game guides. So that's the point. Okay, so let's... I've got to get these infantrymen retrained. Because I did lose a lot of infantry in that unwinnable battle against the 3 rebel armies. So I got to get those guys to retrain in Mazaka. I'm going to get this general to join the king. I'm going to... Okay, so I have some nice infantry here. Including the Cretan archers. So actually, I wonder if I should... You know what? I don't need Cretan archers in the king's army here. Because I have some horse archers. And I have 3 units of horse archers. And, well, you know what? Okay, I have the Royal Armenian Guard as well, and those guys are great archers and great swordsman infantry, so it'll be good to have Cretan archers as kind of a supplement for them. So let's retrain the Acadians, and there'll be another unit in the king's army, and I'll get these Medians to retrain in Gazaka. And let's get these guys together. And let's take down this enemy army there. That's good. Now let's set up a watchtower. Okay, so let's get the general out of there. And we'll join him up with these generals. And the next thing I have to do is, well, upgrade my public order and upgrade my economy a little bit more. So the small granary in Armavir will help, because it'll help population growth quite a bit. I need my population up in a lot of these places. It's just too low. Kabalaka. Yeah, my population growth is not good enough. I'm going to lower taxes. Actually, I'm not going to lower taxes. Just for... Okay. I think everything's good. I think I just underestimated a little bit the cost of this military campaign. So you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build up the king's army, move to Ankara, join up with this force, crush this Galatian rebel army, and then move up and take Sinop for an extra economic boost. And that's when I'll move the king up to take Matsketa, which will trigger the war with the Seleucids. And then things will get exciting. So I do have kind of mixed feelings about the extra scripting in EB2 that is not present in EB1, because it does feel a little bit forced, even though everything is inspired by historical events, but it's just a little much in my opinion. But I like it. I still like it. What can I say? Okay, so this guy is jealous, which is not good, but he is sharp, charismatic, and vigorous. So, okay, he can marry the princess, why not? Okay. So the Akkadian guys are ready. Okay, so who's joining the army? The Akkadians, the Cretans, everyone. Everyone's in the army. Okay, so we've got, yeah, these troops are good. Even the Hellenistic skirmishers, their missile attack is pretty high. And their defense is good. Their defense is good. So, yeah, compared to these other troops. So if they get into melee, they're still good. Which is decent. And their numbers are high too. So you know what? Let's send this army to Galatia. Let's crush this Galatian army because it's kind of forcing me to keep this major army there. And I don't want to. And Amasya... Yeah, Amasya's public order is a bit low. I wish I could bump that up a little bit. Let me quickly check something. Yeah, okay. Okay, so the interesting thing is that the satrapy, which is the post-reform government I got in Antioch, because I didn't have the access to build it before, doesn't even show up here in the building browser. But I think I've actually gotten the imperial reform. So that was a little anticlimactic, because I didn't get a text here about that. But yeah. In any case, yeah, Armavir is now pretty well developed here. Gazaka, I would like Gazaka to become a city. Because I just need more people. I need more people paying taxes. Okay, so I've got 4 units of cataphracts there hanging out. I need to scrounge up. I need to scrounge up some more forces. I need this Epirot army to get out of here. What are you even doing? Okay, Samosata also constructed the garrisons. Oh, we're so close to upgrading it to a city. We're so close. I need a governor who's good. This governor is not good. You know what? Let's have the king govern it for just a turn. And I think that will help. Okay, and Captain, you go to Mazaka. Let's retrain the Galatians. And these Cappadocian infantry. Ankara is waiting. Okay, so I'll be able to retrain my median cavalry as well. The medium cavalry. So I have been testing out a bunch of other factions. So I've been testing Parthia and Bactria and going through the reforms and the Saka. And I was actually able to get to the very end of the Saka reforms. So I got full reformed Saka. That was quite fun. I really enjoyed the Saka campaign quite a bit. So I might do a Let's Play of the Sakarauka at some point, because there are a lot of people that are confused about how to play as the Saka. And I found a pretty good strategy. So I might do a Let's Play to showcase exactly how I did that. Because it was quite fun, and it wasn't exactly that troublesome to do. It wasn't that difficult. So I think we need another turn of the king's governorship in Samosata there. These guys have low loyalty, so I don't want to leave them here for too long. So please, Samosata, please upgrade soon. Okay. Did I upgrade the, did I retrain the Colchians? Yes, I did. So I'll send these Colchians. You know what? I'm going to build up another army here next to Armavir. So I have some Cappadocian archers. Another character. Actually, he's pretty young. He's pretty young. So you know what? A couple of archers. And the Armenian spearmen. To those guys. Colchian spearmen to these guys. Okay, so now I have a pretty good half stack there. Can I retrain these guys? Yes, I can. So I'll send this Iranian cavalry to this new army as well. So actually, this new army is getting pretty big. It's getting started. So can I get this guy out of Samosata as well? Yes, I can. So I'll send him to the army as well, the Iranian archer spearman. Let's end the turn. It's a good thing I left my big army in Ankara, because if you have a small army in Ankara, then the Galatians will just take back the city. So this is part of the EB2 troublesome province script, where if a province was very troublesome historically, it was difficult to control, then it will randomly rebel over and over again. And I mean, that's historical. So I don't have a problem with that. There were just areas that had more rebellions than others. Request from the Seleucids. Oh man. Can I decline? Okay, fine, I'll send it. Okay, I need a couple more turns for Samosata anyway. Okay, so the king. Everything's looking good. Ankara now has a closely allied democracy, so I can construct, or so I can recruit these heavy spearmen, which are pretty good. But I can't recruit them yet. I don't have enough money. Yeah, I wish I could recruit these guys in Amasya, but Amasya's public order is not that great at the moment. Okay, I'll send these Oh, are you kidding me? My Iranian cavalry rebelled. How dare you? I can't even attack them. Ah, that smells. Okay, you guys will join the army next turn. Okay, one more turn for the king. I'm giving you one more turn. I do think the loyalty issue in EB2 is just a bit too extreme. Just a tiny bit. I understand. Okay, I understand. I just won't take as many risks from now on. I promise. I'll get my generals in closer to the settlements to make sure nobody rebels. Okay, Hippeus, join the army, don't rebel. We're good. There we go, Samosata's ready to upgrade. Done. Okay, king. Now this is an army. So let's go get these Galatians. I think we can take them out pretty easily and pretty quickly, especially if I get my other army here into position. Okay, so I've got 2 units of Cappadocian cavalry, the light Cappadocian cavalry, some Galatian skirmisher types for the garrison, which is good. Yeah, Amasya is still not very happy, but I'll lower the tax rate, and now I can get at least my Faizarashka. Okay, I'll be careful with them. I'm going to send them to Kutaisi to retrain. Okay, and I'll send this army a little bit closer to Armavir so that these Iranian archer spearmen join them. And let's end the turn. So now we have a clear plan. Clear out the Galatian rebels. Take Sinope. I'm probably going to have to keep that big army in Ankara to prevent a Galatian uprising from taking the settlement. Even though, now that I'm thinking about it, it could be a good way to have a buffer between me and Pergamum, because the last thing I want is Pergamum attacking me. But I need money. I need money so that I can get a third army. Taxila, actually, Taxashila, the Indian faction in EB2, has a very cool reforms process as well. So I might do a video about them too. Of course, I prefer the Eastern factions and the Greek cities. But I will be getting to the Western factions as well. Don't worry about that. How old is the king? He's 49. So he's young enough to take down the Seleucids, I think. Oh, so I actually have a unit of this Galatian heavy spearmen. So I might who do I have here that's not so good? Actually, these Hellenistic skirmishers, they're not quite as good as my other troops here. And I don't have any other javelin troops with this army. But on the other hand, this guy, I just realized, because he's a governor, his movement is minus 20%. So, I'm going to leave him in Tarsus because he's dead weight. So in Mazaka, I've retrained a whole bunch of troops. Oh, because I forgot to... I put them in the queue. I wanted to save up money. Oh, but actually the stone walls are also getting completed, so that's very nice. Yeah, so I'm gonna... Okay, I'm starting to get, slowly but surely, enough troops for at least a couple of nice armies, which is good. Okay, Faiza Rashka, you have to go to Kutaisi. I'm sorry. Please reach Kutaisi with no problem. Amasia's at 80% public order. I suppose I should make a house of strength in order to make them a little happier so that I can get some troops out of there. And now I'm going to send my Galatian heavy spears to the king's army. Now that's an army. We're going to crush these guys. What's his bodyguard? Galatian noble cavalry? Yeah, nothing. Okay, so let's end the turn. But I mean, all the campaigns in EB2 are so interesting that eventually I want to do a playthrough of all of them. Because they are very cool. The Ptolemies are very cool as well. Carthage, I believe, is getting an overhaul, so I want to hold up on doing them. I've gotten some requests to do the Romans. I'm not a big Roman player, but I'll get to them. I'll get to them eventually. And the Numidians are very interesting too. So yeah, good. 6,003 households in Samosata, so barely enough to upgrade to a city, but it had to be done. Okay, so actually, let's get our other army here in position. So these Galatian infantry, Cappadocian Cav, Iranian Cav, Pantodopoi. Actually, not the Pantodopoi. Let's get him out of the city. And okay. Actually, Pantodopoi too. Yeah. So now let's move these armies together. And let's crush the Galatians. Oh, the Galatians have another army there. Okay. This is going to be fun. You know what? Let's do something interesting. Let's have the AI control my reinforcement army. Let's fight this. Yeah, I didn't know the Galatian Rebellion was multiple stacks. But I'm ready. This will be a good test for my new army. Okay. So let's start the deployment. Okay, so we've got our skirmishers. I'll put the skirmishers in the front. So that would be the Armenian Royal Guard. A very interesting looking unit here. But yeah, we actually fought these guys in the Battle of Antioch, the Second Battle of Antioch. Back there in the last episode. And or not the last episode, the episode before that. And we charged them with a couple of units, and none of them went down. So those guys are tough. We've got our Hellenistic skirmishers as well. Actually, the Armenian Royal Guard doesn't skirmish, but I'm going to leave them in the front anyway, because they can take some punishment, that's for sure. And we're going to have our battle line behind them. Okay, so this is actually a pretty good setup here. Actually, no, it's not. What I want to do is have my horse archer cavalry. You know what? I'll have them on the left, and I'll have my horse archers skirmish against the enemy and kind of make some of them break off from the main group. And I'll keep my Cappadocian cav, this Cappadocian cav, together with my general's cavalry as a reserve. So let's go. Okay, so where's the enemy? Okay, so the enemy, they're coming from there. But it seems like the Galatians are charging quite aggressively. So let's move our horse archers in to do some damage and to skirmish. I'm going to make my AI friends in an aggressive stance. Okay, the Galatians are coming. And our royal guards and Cretan archers are firing at the Galatian naked fanatics. So we should be able to do some damage to them. I mean, they are naked. So actually, let's get our horse archers to be on the left flank there to perhaps distract some of the enemy infantry. And let's kind of reform our army a bit here. And yeah, let's reform our infantry line. Okay, and the enemy is coming at us with cavalry. So that's fine with me. I've got our medium cavalry division ready to do some damage. So let's see how our medium cavalry... Okay, they're already routing. I was going to say, let's see how our medium cavalry do. And they're doing fine. Okay, Galatian Royal Spearmen. Let's get the enemy general, who's just charging at us. Okay, let's support our Royal Guard. Okay, guys, let's go. Let's move in. Our Thureophoroi Hellenistic infantry are also charging against the Galatians. Very good. Wait a minute, I have some more cataphracts I forgot about. Okay, cataphracts, move in. Seems like our horse archers didn't distract them that much. But that's okay. Okay, I have to support our cavalry on the right a bit more. So let's move in our reserve cavalry. I'm going to protect my king here better than I've protected him before. Okay, cataphracts. Let's charge. Let's take a look at our cataphract charge here. Didn't turn out that well. But actually, let's charge the flank of the Katusages here. Okay, so the enemy are routing. Can we get these guys to route too? Yes, we can. Okay, now cavalry. Let's get the right flank here to route. I've taken a few more casualties than I wanted to on the right flank, but actually it's not so bad. So let's get our guys to support them a little more. Actually, horse archers, no, you're doing good. Okay, very good indeed, very good. Let's get our cataphracts in. Okay, Iranian cavalry, move back. Let's finish off the remaining enemy troops here. Okay, our Galatian spearmen did very well, it seems like. But we haven't gotten their general just yet. Okay, we got the enemy general. Excellent. Okay, very good, very good. So let's get our cataphracts back here. Okay. Okay, let's chase down these Katusages as well, at least some of them. And let's hold on just a moment. I want to survey the battlefield. Okay, so the enemy reinforcements are still coming. And my reinforcements have not done anything. And I've only lost 10% of my troops. So that's actually all pretty good. Those are pretty good stats. Let's definitely take down these Galatian heavy spears. And you know what? I'll have my horse archers go after those guys. But all infantry. All infantry, indeed. You guys. We are going to set up to crush the remaining enemies here. So we're going to set up our battle line. Okay, and the skirmishers I will set up separately. Because that worked out fine. And yeah, as you saw, our Royal Guards only lost 3 units in that huge melee. So they are tough. They are tough cookies. And I'll have my horse archers get into position to start skirmishing with the enemy. So I should get, I should actually get my cataphracts and cavalry into position as well. So some of my medium cavalry took some heavy hits in this battle. So the cavalry that have taken more casualties, I'll leave them in reserve. I want everyone to quickly run into position. Okay, so it seems like enemy skirmisher cavalry is coming at us. But I'm not that worried about them because, as we saw, the Celtic skirmisher cavalry routed just as my Iranian cavalry made contact with them. So let's see if that happens again. So actually, I'll send these Cappadocians at the other skirmisher cav. And I'll send these cataphracts in to support them as well. And most of my troops are fresh, actually. That battle was not that tiresome for my guys. Okay, so it seems like the enemy general wants to charge in from the middle. So I will oblige him. He's fighting spearmen and cataphracts. And he's going to fight more spearmen too. Actually, no, sorry, wrong cataphract unit. Okay, so this time the enemy skirmisher cav is holding, and that's because my guys are a little fatigued there. Okay, but now they're doing okay. Okay, let's get our infantry to move in. Our Hellenistic infantry as well. I'll set up our cataphracts behind. Oh, actually, this enemy cavalry unit seems to have delusions of grandeur. So let's take him out. Okay, so I need this cataphract unit to get in here up the middle. And you know what? I need this unit of Iranian cavalry to charge the enemy heavy Galatian spearmen from the back. Okay, our general is in a bit of a pickle there. Wait. Why are my horse archers not skirmishing? You're supposed to skirmish. Please skirmish, guys. At least they distracted this unit, which is nice. Okay, those cataphracts need support. Iranian cavalry charge the enemy Galatian spearmen from the front there. And cataphracts, I'll send you to hit these skirmisher cavalrymen from the back. so that they stop what they're doing. Let's zoom in the map here. Okay, Iranian cavalry. You know what? Horse archers, go after these skirmisher units from the back. Horse archers actually have pretty good melee stats. Not the greatest, but okay. Okay, cataphracts, you have to quickly move in and do what you have to do. Medium cavalry, you guys move in as well. I should not have had AI controlling my support because they don't know what to do. Okay, and we're causing a mass rout here. Yeah, our medium cavalry did take quite a few casualties. But not bad at all, actually. We're not doing bad at all. And our horse archers were actually very effective there. In causing this rout. So I do like horse archers quite a bit here. Yeah, this time the Celtic skirmisher cavalry did much better. Probably because my cavalry was a bit fatigued from all the fighting before. The king here is still fighting with this enemy cavalry unit. So they lasted quite a while there in the woods. Let's have our Hellenistic medium skirmishers go after them. Okay, now that was a good route there. Now Hellenistic infantry go after those guys. Horse archers charge those Galatians from the back. Everything seems to be good in terms of our cavalry here. We're chasing them down very well. And Iranian spearmen go after these Katusages from the back. Okay, so the enemy, they're down. They're going down. Did we get their general? And this battle went pretty well, considering the Galatians had an extra army I didn't know about. We took down almost 100% of them. Okay, hold on. Chase him, please. There's one more guy here. Okay, chase him. It seems like their general got away, but I think he's done. So apparently there's one unit over there. And yeah, our AI managed to only use this one Iranian medium cavalry and lose most of the cavalrymen. But It's okay. All right, so that was not bad. So again, our cavalry was better, and our infantry were better. So that's why we won. You don't need a historian to tell you that. And there we go. There you have it. So, okay. Some of my guys have taken heavy casualties, including these Cappadocians. So I'll send them to get retrained. You fight a battle or something. Okay. Oh, I don't want him to be an interloper. Okay, you go to Amasya. But the rest of our army is pretty good. We did lose some Iranian cavalry, but other than that, our infantry, our Armenian spearmen took some heavy casualties. So you know what? I can leave the Armenians here in Ankara. Yeah, I can give these Galatian spearmen to the king, and I'll leave that infantry unit in Ankara. I'll send this unit of Iranian cavalry to retrain in Mazaka, and I'll take the Iranian cavalry that's in Ankara. And this unit of Iranian cavalry will also go to retrain. And this unit of Cappadocians will come join the king's army. So we're still good. Very nice. This unit should retrain in Anikamach. Good, and we captured the Galatian treasury. That was a nice battle, though. Pretty good. Pretty good. They were devastating the land. Look, it turned into Mordor. That's not very nice. I wish Kutaisi was upgraded. But, yeah, their population growth is pretty low, all things considered. It was a good thing that I was able to upgrade Samosata there. Mazaka is also close. So let's end the turn here, and I think this will be the last turn of this campaign. Or not of this campaign, of this episode. Because that was a pretty dramatic battle, a pretty good battle. And I've gotten closer to my goals, to what I want to do, which is to finally attack the Seleucids. So all in all, this episode was very successful. As you can see, this campaign in particular can be very tough if you don't know what you're doing. Like if you declare war on the Seleucids too early. But if... Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Okay, so what do I have in Antioch? Fine, I'll pay you. What do I have in Antioch? I have... oh, the air. That's not good. The air. Some cavalry. Some good infantry. I don't have missile units. Except for these slingers. Okay, I have a couple of slingers. And the enemy is going to assault, but they have a lot of cavalry, and they don't have much infantry, and the infantry they do have is not great. These guys don't look that good. These guys are okay. Yeah, so actually I can take them. I'm not that worried. Admavit is ready to upgrade. That would be nice, a nice boost. So I will definitely do that. And let's... okay, these... the actions of the Nabateans are making me feel like taking Damascus from them before I go after the Seleucids. Okay, let's get our troops into Mazaka. And let's retrain who we can. And let's get our king a little bit closer to Sinop. So, okay, for the next episode, I will definitely... I'll have a nice siege defense of Antioch. I have a feeling I can win that one fairly easily. If I can have my spearmen, like my Colchians and my mercenary hoplites, hold the gate, that will get destroyed by the rams, and then I'll have my Pantotapoi and I'll have the Pantotapoi hold the walls. And I'll have my cavalry, my quick cavalry, come around the side and hit the enemy from the flanks. I think this will be a nice battle. The only thing is the enemy has high numbers. They have a lot of troops. But other than that, they don't have a good advantage in any category. Fezarashka retraining. Let's go. And this army is also almost ready. So I'm excited. So yeah. And because my Saka test campaign was so fun, I might do a Saka Let's Play next. So let's, and of course I'll show in detail how to do the Saka reforms, because there are so many people asking on the forums how to do the Saka reforms. And actually in the documentation, there are things that are not controversial, but what's the word I want? Contradictory. Yeah, that's the word I want. There are things that are contradictory. So I will show you exactly how it's done, the Saka reforms. And we'll make an Indo-Saka empire together. So let's retrain these medians. And that's enough for today, for this episode. I hope you had fun watching us take down the Galatians, 2 full Galatian stacks. So I'll see you in the next one.